In this video, I'm going to show you the top three progressions to get stronger and build more muscle in the gym. This video is for you if you've been in the gym for some time now, you've made some pretty good progress so far, but you're noticing that, hey, it's getting increasingly more difficult to get stronger at some of your movements, or maybe you've noticed that you've kind of hit a plateau when it comes to your strength as well as building muscle in the gym. Maybe you're looking to change things up. Maybe you're looking to have a little bit more structure. This way you can take your gains to the next level. This video is not for you if you're a powerlifter trying to hit some crazy world records, or if you're training for a specific sport. Maybe that is running a marathon, maybe that's bodybuilding, maybe that's doing a high rocks. I definitely recommend that you follow something that is a little bit more specific towards that sport. But if you're a gym bro, if you love working out, you love training, you want to build more muscle, get stronger, transform your body, and build a presentable physique, then this video is for you. Let's get right into it. Also, I want to add one more thing. If you watch any of my videos and if you know anything about me, I'm all about being simple and keeping things as effective as possible. So with this video, don't expect any fancy edits or anything wild to happen. I literally have a Google Doc pulled up right in front of me here. This is how I learn the best. This is how I teach the best. Hopefully, by showing you a visual representation, hopefully you're able to learn something from this video and start implementing it right away. Let's get right into it. Up to this point, you've probably heard of the term progressive overload, which basically means, in simple terms, doing more over time. So you shouldn't be using the same amount of weights you were using 6 months ago, or doing the same amount of reps that you were doing 6 months ago. Because in order for you to build more muscle, get stronger, or transform your body, you need to give your body a reason to adapt over time. You do that by challenging yourself over time. You've probably even done some sort of progressive overload before. Maybe that is adding more weight to the bar. Maybe that is doing more sets, doing more reps, even changing your rest period as well. But in this video, I'm going to show you three progressions that are super simple. I still follow these till this very day, and I'm 10 plus years into my fitness journey, and I'm still milking these gains without hitting any plateaus. Let's dive right into it. The first progression I have for you is called a rep range. And that is exactly what it sounds like. You've probably done some sort of rep range before. Maybe that is 6 to 8. Maybe that's 8 to 10. Maybe that is 10 to 12. Maybe that's even 15 to 20. I highly recommend all rep ranges, as that is how you're going to be the most well-rounded, right? And that's how you're going to be able to build the biggest and the strongest muscle. How this works is go ahead and pick whatever rep range you want to do. Let's just use 6 to 8 as an example for this video. Let's say you're doing the bench press, 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps. With this, how I want you to structure your workouts, let's just do week 1, week 2, week 3. Whenever I'm writing out programs, I like to do it in 4-week cycles. This way it gives you a good amount of time to progress every single week. So week number 1, I want you to pick a weight where you do the low end of the rep range, which is going to be 6 reps here. And after that 6th rep, you should still feel as though you can do about 2 to 3 more reps left in the tank. Let's just use 135 as an example here. So let's say 135 pounds, 3 sets of 6 reps. Boom. Again, after the 6th rep, you should still feel as though you can do about 2 to 3 more left in the tank. And it's supposed to be a little bit easier. We're purposely making it a little bit easier. This way, you can progress over time. This way, you have room to progress over time. If you just start off with a super heavy weight come week 1, how do you expect to do more the next week? Let alone week 10 after that. There's no shot. So week number 1, 135 pounds, 3 sets of 6 reps. Week 2, using that same weight, let's go ahead and do 3 sets, 7 reps. Notice how you're doing an extra rep come week 2. Week 3, same thing. Let's use the same weight. Let's do 3 sets of 8 reps. Boom. And once you've completed all sets at the high end of the rep range, which is 8 reps, the following week, go ahead and up the weight. So let's do 145 pounds. Hold on. I can't even type today. 145 pounds. And let's start back up at the low end of the rep range, which is 6 reps. Boom. By doing it this way, you are ensuring and guaranteeing that you are progressing every single week. whether that is an extra rep or once you complete it, all sets at the high end of the rep range, you're adding more weight to the bar. This is by far the most simple progression that you can follow without having to add a ton of fatigue to your body, which is pretty easy to do if you're constantly going to failure every single session. But by purposely taking it a little bit easier on the first few weeks, this is going to give you a lot of room to progress week after week. Come week 12, come week 16, week 20, in no time, you're about to be making a shit ton of gains. Personally, I like to change up the rep ranges after every 8 weeks. So let's say you're doing 6 to 8 reps, right? Hey, maybe after 8 weeks, let's go ahead and do 4 to 6 reps. Boom. It gives you another way to progress while still keeping the rep ranges. Second progression I have for y'all is called pyramid. And that is exactly what it sounds like. Basically a triangle. How this is set up, you've probably even seen some sort of example of this. I'm just going to do set 1, set 2, set 3. So how it works is for set 1, let's go ahead and pick a weight that is a little bit lighter and let's do higher reps. But as the sets go on, you're going to do a heavier weight and lower reps. So to give you an example, let's say we're doing the bench press. Let's just keep it at the bench press to keep it simple. 10 reps with 135. Boom. Again, I would keep this relatively light for the first week because if you were to just go ham and go to failure week number 1, yeah, best of luck come week 4. Set 2, let's up the weight and let's do a little bit lower reps. So 8 reps. 8 reps with 145 pounds. Boom. Notice how, as a sets go on, you're going to be increasing the load on the bar. Set 3, 6 reps. Let's do 155. Feel free to use whatever pyramid you want to use, whether that is maybe set 1 is 15 reps, set 2 is 12, and then set 3 is 8. You can even do 15, 10, 5. You can switch it up however you want to. The whole purpose of it is to start off lighter and then going heavier each set. But this is where it gets fun. The next time you do this movement, maybe that's later on this week or maybe next week, peep this. This is where the real progression comes. Set number 1 of week 2, I want you to go ahead and use the weight that you were using for set 2 the week prior. So with the bench press, set 2, we used 8 reps with 145. Let's try to get 10 reps with 145. Boom. Just like that, you already progressed from last week. Set 2, let's use what we used for set 3 from the week prior. So that'll be 155. Boom. You just made some more progress already on the second set. Set number 3, now this is where you're technically going to be hitting a PR, right? 165 at 6 reps. Yo, in no time, you're going to be at 200 pounds crushing these PRs. The pyramid progression is a little bit more difficult than following the rep range, but it does get super fun as you're able to challenge yourself every single set and every single week. And also, at the very same time, you're able to get a combination of heavy weights, low reps, as well as the lower weights and higher reps. And then the third progression I have for you, this one is a little bit more advanced. It's called a straight set. It is exactly what it sounds like. 3 sets of 6, 3 sets of 8, or 3 sets of 10, whatever rep you want to do. It's simply however many sets of that many reps. Most programs already follow this. You probably already followed this as well. But here's a little tweak I want you to make that's really going to take your gains to the next level. Again, I'm going to list out 4 weeks here because it just makes things a little bit easier. Week 1, similar to what we did for the rep ranges, I want you to start off a little bit lighter. Let's say 135, 3 sets, boom, for week 1. It should feel relatively easy. Week 2, let's go ahead and increase the weight. Don't increase it by crazy, right? Simply add a 2.5 on each side. Boom, 140 pounds, 3 sets of 6 reps. Boom. Week 3, same thing. Bam. Week 4, 150 pounds, 3 sets of 6 reps. If there's a week where you're not able to finish all the sets at 6 reps, hey, totally fine to redo it the week after. On paper, this looks super simple and super easy, but I promise you, this is actually way more difficult than it looks. Because you're going to get to a point where it is unrealistic to add 2.5 pounds to the bar every single week, which is a total of 5 pounds. Yo, if you think about it, if you were to add 5 pounds every week, in 52 weeks, you're supposed to add like 260 pounds to your bench press. in a year, which is not gonna happen for most people. Because if that was the case, everyone would be benching like 1,000 pounds in a few years. How I would program this is I would stick to that straight sets for 4 to 8 weeks and then change up the amount of reps that you're gonna be doing. This way, hey, you give your body a little bit of a different stimulus and a little bit of a different challenge. Maybe after 8 weeks, instead of 6 reps, let's do 4 reps. Maybe let's do 8 reps. All of these progressions are amazing, but which one should you follow? I would start off with the rep range first, and then I would do the pyramid, and then I would do the straight sets. Simply because with the rep ranges, you're able to milk a ton of progress. Like I have some clients that have been milking the rep ranges for years and they haven't hit a plateau yet. The pyramid style is going to be a little bit more difficult as it is kind of challenging. And with the straight sets, you really have to push yourself when it comes to adding weight every single week. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section below which ones you've tried before, or maybe you're thinking of trying after watching this video. And if you like content like this, make sure you watch my most recent video, which I'm gonna put somewhere on this screen, on the top 5 workout intensifiers to accelerate your gains in the gym.